All right, on today's show, we're going to explore some LinkedIn updates that anyone in marketing should know about, including LinkedIn had a very popular feature that was free until about 10 days ago. So we'll tell you what that was and how you can still access it if you need it. Also, they're going to start using more of our info to train their AI, but some people can opt out. So we'll make sure that you're aware of that. And a new ads measurement tool to know how well your paid campaigns are really working. It's really smart. We'll update you on that as well. My name is Jerry Potter, host of the Social Media Marketing Talk Show, a social media examiner production where we break down all the latest social media news and what it means for marketers like you. And today I'm joined by Judy Fox. Judy's a LinkedIn strategist, and her course is called the LinkedIn Business Accelerator Program. Judy, welcome back to the show.
Excited to be here.
All right, so let's start off with this was free, and now Microsoft wants to charge for it. Microsoft being LinkedIn's parent company. What is this feature that they took away about 10 days ago?
Oh, it's tough to hear when something is getting pulled back, being put behind a paywall. So it is the competitor analytics is becoming a paid feature. It is going to start on, it's already started, it sounds like October 15th. I just looked at the date and realized, wait, that has already passed. So if you have noticed the absence of that feature, that may be something to look into. If you have not noticed the absence, then maybe it wasn't that critical for your company. To access the features going forward that they're going to put behind premium company pages, it is $99 a month. Your company is going to want to look into that. The ability to see what 9 other competitors are doing is basically what this feature is. You can see trending posts from 3 other companies. And without that feature, it sounds like they're only going to let you look at one competitor going forward. So you want to balance how important is it to see those trending posts from 3 competitors and your comparison of your company page growth, your follower growth, your analytics in comparison to other 9 competitors.
Well, and again, LinkedIn being owned by a software company, no surprise that that they kind of wait in this direction. But for a successful company, $99 a month may be worth it, especially with some of the other features that you get with company premium. I'm almost surprised because for profiles, it's already like $60 a month, isn't it? Something like that.
Yes. So $99 a month. That's an interesting to point out with how much money it is versus personal profiles. What's the basis of that dollar amount? I would say it's part of a growing trend that we're all seeing where subscription fees, pay to play are going to come into account for any social media app at this point.
Yeah. All right. LinkedIn is updating their privacy policy because they want to use more of our info to train their large language models. So that you can still maybe skip reading the entire thing guilt-free. Judy, can you just give us a quick update on what this is saying?
Yes, let's first focus on the fact that these will update on November 3rd. So we have not passed that date yet. So good news. As of today, it's October 24th, 2025. On November 3rd, they will be updating their agreements. They will roll out any type of user agreement language. It's going to first affect how data is being shared with any affiliates or the regions for advertising and I guess data collection. Did you want to add anything there? Did I get anything? Okay,
looking at me like I'm the lawyer.
No. Okay.
And it sounds like there's a lot of things. I think the important thing to know though is that in the affected regions, and this is going to be I think Europe and Hong Kong and some other areas, you can opt out for certain data uses, including AI training, which I know is one of the big ones that some marketers, depending on what they post and what they're doing, are concerned about, and then targeted ads as well. Personally, I allow all ad tracking because as a marketing geek, I want to see what people are doing. But yeah.
And I will add that the ability to opt out of training AI data is still available and it will continue to be available. It's not a moment in time that if you don't turn it off, you're opted in. It sounds like, based on my reading, that you can opt out anytime. So if you do miss the deadline or you listen to this later, take a deep breath. You're going to be okay. Opt out whenever you are able to. The other part is the user agreements. They are changing the language. They're now saying it's going to be more readable. They
Hmm.
have a do's and don'ts section that you're going to want to read. And I would say the other big piece is none of the settings are being removed, and they're not going to change your previous privacy choices. They're going to keep all of your settings the same. They're basically adding settings that you may
Yeah.
need
Okay.
to address.
Okay, that's good. That's good of them. So
Yeah.
that will update coming up on November 3rd. All right, we've got some more LinkedIn updates, but we've also been quietly planning something at Social Media Examiner that we've never done before. Excited to tell you about AI Business World. So this is going to be a conference in a conference at Social Media Marketing World. So when you attend, this is going to be 2 days of packed practical AI training featuring expert AI practitioners sharing real workflows, not just theory. And so if you want to discover which AI tools actually work and which ones to skip, how to build workflows that save hours each week, and walk away with a plan you can implement right away, AI Business World is the place you want to be. So if you already got a Social Media Marketing World ticket, you're done. You got it. You're covered. It's all included free. But if you want just the AI training, you can get standalone tickets to AI Business World for only $597 during the early bird sale. So take advantage of this right now. Go to aibusinessworld.info. Claim your spot again with early bird tickets at aibusinessworld.info. All right, let's talk a little bit about LinkedIn ads. And anytime they can make these more accessible for small businesses, it's always a good thing. So tell us about this latest update, Judy.
Yes. Well, first, I'm going to give a quick shout out to AJ Wilcox, who is my ads expert that I lean on. And I will also say that the power of advertising, it sounds like LinkedIn is listening to consumers, that it is all about speed and streamlining the ability to do campaign creation and optimize for small businesses. The ability to build an audience faster using a URL customer list. I am reading just in case. The targeted preferences are going to be really more streamlined going forward. The ability to draft with AI. I do like that LinkedIn says the word draft with AI.
Yes.
The small businesses can generate multiple ad creative that way, use existing content, and I guess expand on the content and the advertising they've already created with images and any generative AI text they can support with. The Canva and Adobe Express integrations are going to let LinkedIn users optimize any kind of templates, export images, and it sounds like there's going to be more support for A/B testing going forward.
Yeah, which is great. And anything they can do to kind of simplify that, especially since, like playing around on LinkedIn ads tends to be more expensive than playing around on Facebook ads.
Oh,
So
yeah, definitely.
so it's nice that they've done this. I also saw they shared what they call a 1-hour launch plan to help small businesses quickly set up, launch, and optimize campaigns efficiently. But I think this is one of the greatest things in the paid marketing side that AI has come along and done is now you don't have to have all the knowledge and you can still, try a campaign and see what happens. So that's going to be really cool. They're doing some new things too in terms of measurement, which we'll talk about here in just a second. But LinkedIn also, I saw, unveiled something that they're calling the Company Intelligence API, which is designed to improve basically B2B attribution by connecting campaigns to your pipeline and your revenue. So it's basically a way to see the full buyer journey, early stage engagement. You can prioritize high interest counts, all of these different things. And apparently in the beta process of this, some of the users included there was a 287% increase in companies reached. So that is obviously the more information you have, assuming you can interpret it, which AI helps us with. This is potentially a huge game changer on the paid ad side. So, and then we have, sorry, I just paused. I just wanted to give you a chance if you had anything you want to add to that. But
I think you covered that one.
Okay. All right. And then on a related note too, they're also introducing conversion lift testing. And before we started the show today, Judy and I were kind of talking about this off the air, as you'd say. And when I used to work in radio, sometimes people would, pay for these incredibly expensive research projects where you'd run a research project, run your paid campaign, then run another research project to find out how well it worked. And now we can do all of this so much faster at scale. And so they call it conversion lift testing. And essentially what will happen is you run your campaign and then it'll compare conversions between somebody who has been exposed to your ads versus people who have not seen your ads. So you can really see the true lift based on your ad exposure, which is really, really neat.
I think the idea that a tool can do that for you and split the group and create those different test groups within the campaign manager, it does say that these tests are going to run between 30 and 90 days. And for it to do all of that and see those final results, I can't even imagine what we did before any of this.
Right.
So,
well, people used to just follow their gut, I mean, to go
Right.
back to when I worked in traditional radio and, the salespeople would always joke, we're selling air, and sometimes there would be measurable things. We still hear it in podcast ads where it's like, use this code for a discount. That's how they track something. But most of the time it was just kind of like, let's hope this works. And we saw an increase in sales. So maybe it was the radio campaign, but now businesses are running podcast ads, LinkedIn campaigns, Facebook campaigns, so many different things simultaneously. So this is a pretty cool way to actually see if the specific campaign on LinkedIn worked.
Yeah.
Which I love. So
That'll definitely impact your messaging inside your own business for speaking up, the chain of command for what is working and what is not working.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to access this, it's right in Campaign Manager for all global advertisers if you have the Insight tag or the Conversion API enabled. So you can go and check that out. So quick reminder, learn more about AI Business World today. Get your early bird tickets. Go to aibusinessworld.info. Again, aibusinessworld.info. And Judy, where's the best place to discover more about you?
Just find me on LinkedIn. It's JUDIFOX. Feel free to follow me, connect, and I'll check our user agreements on LinkedIn, our settings.
Let's get together and read the privacy policy.
Yes, let's read the fine print together.
That's a wild weekend there. All right. If you want to add another podcast to your listening lineup, if you enjoy this one, you'd probably love the Social Media Marketing Podcast as well. Search for it wherever you get your podcasts. And until next time, may you be wise with your marketing decisions. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.